Ryan?
Yes.
What kind of a wrestler does a baker like?
What kind of wrestler does a baker like? Shit, I don't know. What?
A roll-up artist. Welcome to the show.
Bourbon. Belts. Blockbusters. You are listening to the Triple B Podcast. Let's fucking go.
Welcome to another episode of the Triple B Podcast.
We're back.
We are back.
We're here. We're rocking.
And we're ready to drink some bourbon because it is...
We really are. I really are.
You really are?
I really is.
He really is. I really is. And am. It's my cash in this week. So
Sure
let's
is.
get right into it.
It sure am.
We got the bourbon in the bank here.
Hell yeah.
It's a heavy bottle.
Yeah,
But-
I was happy that it wasn't actually used in the cash-in. Check out the cash-in on our socials. You know, our Insta, YouTube, our TikTok. Check it out.
Please do. It was a fun one.
It was a good one. I
Fun and
appreciated
quick.
It.
All
Just
right.
like my sex life.
Well,
You're welcome, babe.
Can we get to this cash in?
Sure.
We got the Redemption Bonded Bourbon.
Oh.
Check out this bottle.
That's a girthy one.
It's huge. It's thick,
It's
but
short.
also thin.
It's short, fat, but it fills a gap.
just like your sex life.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Lindsay. And we brought it back.
Always.
Here, let me just close this shit.
Yep.
Do a little reach around.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
So
I like the look of the bottle. The
it
bottle's
looks kind of
cool.
like a flask. It got like a
Yeah,
little, like
for sure.
a hawk or an eagle,
Yeah.
a bird there. There's not really a lot on this blurb. It says, enjoy a rich, balanced bourbon that speaks to patience, precision, and the uncompromising standards that define true bottle and bond bourbons.
Have we had Redemption on the show before?
I don't recall.
I've had Redemption.
Uh-huh.
I haven't had that.
I know
I've
we haven't had this bottle for sure.
Yeah, no, definitely not that. But I've had a Redemption bourbon before, but I can't remember like what else or if like you know how god dang it, my brain's not working. There's like certain distilleries that like have multiple
Yeah.
known different brands.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is Redemption one that's like that? Do you know? Like, is like Redemption owned by another? You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because I know like, is it like
bourbon?
Eagle Rare
Oh yeah.
is I think like an offshoot of a known distillery, or it's one like that. It might not be Eagle Rare.
Yeah.
God, my brain's just failing me.
No, you're
you know
making
what?
sense.
You know what? Move on. Move on.
You're making sense.
I don't know what I'm saying.
but
It makes sense in my mind, but my mouth is not communicating it very well.
It's making sense, but I just don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like the name does sound familiar as well. Even like the cork, it just feels familiar.
Yeah.
But I know we haven't had this bottle because it's very distinguished.
I know that. I know we haven't had this. I feel like we might have had another Redemption.
Yeah.
On here.
We'll look it back.
Yeah,
we'll look it back.
To figure it out.
But, the guy at Total Wine said it was good. I was eyeballing it before he even talked to me, but he saw me picking it up. He's like, it's a good one.
It's got a spiciness on the nose.
Yeah, a little vanilla in there. Mm-hmm. All right, you ready?
Let's do it. Oh. Wow.
Ooh. Yeah.
Now that is the full ride. That was great. Like, the smell is fantastic. It goes in the mouth. And at first I was like, I was expecting the spice because of the smell, right? Like I was expecting it to be like on the tongue. That burn doesn't come until like well after you swallow.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's really good. But then like the flavor hit also like on the swallow.
Yeah.
And the flavor, I was like, whoa, what the heck? I wasn't expecting that. I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting the taste that I got.
Yeah. No, I kind of got this. The burn, like you said, comes later. It just kind of envelopes the mouth. It kind of goes.
It's still there. Like I feel like there's like a film of this delightful bourbon.
It's like going right around the lips and just right on the tip of the tongue.
The tip of the tongue, the teeth.
I don't know. Ooh, and it's sweet but not too sweet. It just.
Yeah, that's really good.
This is gonna be a fun sipping one.
Yes,
a
absolutely.
Really strong sipping one. What are you gonna give it?
Did this just make the starting lineup?
Ooh.
I think I'm going 10.
Oh,
It's been a minute since we've had a tenner on the show too. I think, and I think I want to say the last 10 that we had was like one that was like an infused one or something. You know, like one that was
I think
like
our Jefferson for the 100th episode might have been the last 10. No.
No, I don't think it was that long ago. I think I want to say the last 10 that we had wasn't just a straight bourbon. I want to say it was one that followed in the footsteps of like the Bibb and Tucker Gold Roast.
Oh yeah.
You know where it's not.
Oh, the Rambler Honey.
Yeah, I think we gave that a 10. Yeah. I think we gave that a 10. And but it's been a minute since we had just a straight up just like
bourbon. Not
one that was distilled in a barrel that was a flavored barrel or anything like that. Like that's just a straight across the board bourbon.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. That like you said, that might be the Jefferson from the 100th. Yeah. So I mean, this is episode 116, so we're talking 8 bourbons ago.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I'm joining you with the 10. I think
really good.
It's super good and price point $59.99.
Oh fuck yeah,
doable.
Hell
it's
yeah,
doable. Not necessarily on a budget, but pretty close.
No, yeah, definitely not on a budget. I wouldn't. I definitely, because I mean, you walk out the door, that's $67, something like that, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to like that. I wouldn't say that's on a budget, but that's definitely affordable.
Yeah.
Right. Like that's one where you go and you're like, you're not checking your bank account, you know.
Yeah.
You're just like, I'm gonna get a bourbon, but you're also like, I'm not celebrating anything, so I'm not going for $120 bottle of bourbon.
Yeah.
Right. Like this is just like perfectly in the middle, but flavor, just kind of the entire essence of the entire drink is top shelf.
It's real good, man. Highly recommend. Redemption Bonded Bourbon, Bottle and Bond. It's a cool bottle. It's just different than
bottle.
It takes up a lot of shelf space.
Yeah,
width wise,
sure does.
It's very wide. It kind of reminds me of a flask.
Yeah, you said that. Like. I was like, yes, 100%. It looks like a flask. That's awesome.
Right, we got our bourbon talking points of the week, and the Hawk Talk continues. We got Hard Knocks episode 3. What'd you think of episode 3?
Dude, the show's fucking phenomenal. It really is. I'm loving every second of it. Like I get a little giddy on Tuesday nights now, you know, and just I don't even know what it was about this episode that I feel like this one had me. Well, I thought the coolest thing from this episode to me was Mike McDonald and Richard Sherman talking on the sideline at camp, and how like they're discussing the, comparison between
LOB.
Sherman's LOB team winning the Super Bowl and then the follow-up season and then this year. And it was really cool that Sherman was like, guys were hungry, but it was also like guys were getting paid and like this and that. And it was like this, like you wouldn't even know You wouldn't even know that Spoon just got paid and like any of that stuff. And the other thing too about it was how cool was that seeing Witherspoon walk in after getting paid
And all the
the entire team's just like fucking happy for him.
Yeah.
Like, that's so cool because it could very easily be, Josh Jobs over there like,
He got the money.
he got a shit ton of money and I'm over here. I'm also, but that's not anywhere.
Or like Ernest Jones, he's anchoring the
Yeah,
linebacker and, he's not due for a raise anytime soon.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's just cool how they were just receptive of him and not showing that anger.
Yeah. It was, and Witherspoon's just entire attitude during this entire thing, it was just like, he had faith. He knew it was going to get done, and he knew he was going to be the highest paid cornerback. So he's like, he's not sweating it. He's not stressing out that it hasn't happened yet. And like every time he was asked about it from the media or by Hard Knocks or whatever, he's just like, I'm not, outside of that first episode where they like asked him a couple questions, and he was like, when you have a guy like this, you pay him.
Yeah.
And that, but then other than that, it has just been like, he got asked by the media before it was announced, and he's like, he just completely blew off the question. He said, "Oh, I'm not focused on that right now. I'm just worried about winning games and helping my team."
Yeah.
And it's like, sure, I'm sure there's personal like inner stuff, but a lot of people, that is projected outward.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, that is fully projected outward. We've had people on our team multiple occasions where that has been projected outward. We've had hold-ins, holdouts, lock-ins, lockouts, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like, we've had it all. And he could have been doing that through the first month of training camp.
Yeah.
And he chose not to because he knows what their goal is. He knows what they're doing. So
Yeah, man.
it's just really cool. And I think that's a big like nod to the leadership of John Schneider and Mike McDonald.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
So
yeah, I thought pretty much the same things. I like the inside look at two rookies on the team, and they'll get into the preseason game and just trying to make an impact. And I'm sure we'll talk on that when we get to that point. But I really liked the Devin Witherspoon celebration. It was cool. Here Comes the Money was playing the Shane McMahon song during that. So
Ernest Jones
tying it back to our wrestling, our belts. And then I thought like it was talked on a lot, but the Terry and Arnold part, but it was just cool the process of John Schneider talking to people going, hey, let him know like he's going to play when everything gets cleared and everything, but make it clear. And then just talking to other people, other teammates of his or friends of his, and just he had tape from their first interview from when they were thinking of drafting him.
He's like watching the combine footage and everything too.
Just really cool to see the process of going to sign a controversial guy. Yeah. And I'm sure that's with anyone that they would sign, but this just happened to be that.
But I feel like there's definitely more going into this, right? Yeah, considering the circumstances.
Yeah.
It has, I guess, and this is kind of going into the next point here. Sorry, am I jumping ahead?
No, you're good.
You were going to jump? Okay.
So we signed Trevon Diggs.
Yeah, and at first when I got the notification, because the NFL app likes to, when I get notifications from the NFL app, it's like a teaser notification. So it doesn't tell you who it is or what team they're going to. All it said was I think it was the 2021 interception leader is taking his services to the NFC West. And I immediately was like, fuck me. Like, fucking God. I was like, who the fuck's going to the Rams now? I was like, God damn it. And then I opened it up and I was like, oh fuck. We're signing Trevon Diggs. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I was like, I really like that. But in the article I read that the signing of
Terrion Arnold.
Yeah, Terrion Arnold is like on hold now.
Oh, really?
or something. I'm not sure what the whole situation is. Obviously, like we were just, kind of alluding to, there's a lot of layers, right, and levels of due diligence, like everything going on, and maybe there is some more stuff that they've been able to get information on that's like, hey, maybe this isn't going in the right way. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm speculating, but that's just kind of like as of Tuesday release of Hard Knocks episode 3, it was like, yeah, we're signing him, and it had already come out that we were, and
yeah.
So I'm not 100% sure what is going on there, but yeah. So that being that, Trevon Diggs is a proven DB in the league. Granted, he has not been the same since I think he tore his ACL in 2023. Mm-hmm. And then he's had just a hard time staying on the field since. The beautiful thing about this signing, though, is that because he's had a hard time staying on the field, because he has experienced injuries and stuff, we're not asking him to be a starter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right? Like,
Yeah.
we're not asking him to be a starter. So if you were having a hard time being a starter and playing fucking, 45 to 60 snaps a game, depending on how the game's going, you're not doing that here.
Yeah.
If we can get 20 good quality snaps from you during a game, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and I mean, at this point, he's a veteran. He's been in the league for, I don't even know.
At least 6-7 years, I want to say.
Yeah, at least, right? 'Cause, I mean, he was the interception leader in the 21 season.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So, and I don't think that wasn't his rookie year, I don't think. So, yeah, anyways, I just, I thought that was definitely worth bringing up here. So that's why I put it on, but I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
I kind of hope that the Terry and Arnold thing, at least for preseason, because it's like, regardless of what happens, unless it's like he is convicted immediately and sent to prison, that would be different. But that's not how the justice system works. Like, this is going to be a long process.
Yeah.
I still hope we can at least get him in to let him play a little in the preseason, just to get an idea of what things could be if things were to shake out.
Yeah.
For him.
Exactly. I mean, he's not on the commissioner exempt list or anything yet.
And even if he was on the commissioner exempt list, he can play in the preseason.
Oh yeah, because it goes into the regular season.
Yeah, the commissioner exempt list is just for it. Like, that's been the expectation, I think, this whole time, is the commissioner exempt list.
Yeah.
So, but that you're still allowed to play in the preseason.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm excited for the signing, just for the potential there. I know there has been that drop off, and
but the drop off has really only been because of injuries.
Yeah, exactly. And so
when he's been on the field, I think he's still been an effective corner.
Yeah,
so
yeah, exactly. And so I think it can only be a positive thing. We built the team without him. We're just adding another piece with him,
Yeah. I just, like, another reason why I liked this was because, and hopefully I can eat my words on this statement I'm about to make in, 3 or 4 months from now. But I really don't want, from everything we've seen, and I know apparently, according to everything I've read and, videos I've watched and stuff, he's just been an absolute camp darling this year. And people are saying that, like, he's been like a really, like, a golden point of camp, and he's had a really good camp and all this stuff. I really, though, based off what we have seen in the regular season and postseason, I don't want to put all my eggs in Nehemiah Pritchett's basket.
I was gonna say
right?
Pritchard, right?
Now, like I said, hopefully I'm eating my words. I'm rooting for him. I want him to do well, and hopefully he can make that, I think, third-year jump.
Yeah.
But what we've seen so far has been absolutely fucking horrendous from him when it's not in the preseason.
Yeah.
Right? Like, in the preseason, it's been like, oh, yeah, he's been actually, like, last year's preseason, I think it was like, oh, shit, this kid can play. But then you get him in a game against actual fucking NFL players, not other dudes that are trying to make rosters, right? Like established, legit NFL receivers, and he couldn't cover a couch with a blanket. Like, I don't know what the fuck was going on, you know?
Yeah.
And it was just like, holy shit. So I think bringing in Trevon Diggs is fantastic. Absolutely great. Imagine a world, though, where everything just shakes out right, and we're in fucking October, and Seattle's DB room, like cornerback room, is fucking Devin Witherspoon, Josh Jobe, Nehemiah, or fucking Terrion Arnold, and fucking Trevon Diggs.
Yeah. That's a room. That's a room.
And then you still have our fucking safeties too.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
You got fucking Bud Clark, who's been fucking a Swiss Army man. You got Emin Wari, who's a fucking Swiss Army man.
Yeah.
You got fucking Julian Love back there. You got Okada. Like, oh man, I'm just saying. Like, even without Terrion Arnold in there,
Yeah.
that's still fucking pretty. Like, that's still a pretty goddamn good
Yeah.
group. So
Exactly. I just hope that hopefully it's just that we are trying to sign good players and that it's not a worry about our depth. And maybe it is a worry about our depth, you know.
yeah,
But
I don't know.
I think you're just doing your due diligence.
When you look at our cornerback room, I would argue outside of maybe fullback, that might be one of the weakest,
Yeah.
or not weakest, but thinnest.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, thinnest is a better way for me to say that. Thinnest group. And we have a shit ton of them on the roster right now in preseason. But when you're looking at like actual legit quality guys, so far,
It's thin.
I think it's just Spoon and Job.
Yeah,
right? Like,
for sure.
There's not a whole lot of other guys that I could think of, at least off the top of my head, that are like, oh, hell yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So I think Trevon Diggs, that's perfect. And like I said, there's going to be zero expectation, I would think at least, of him coming in and playing, you know, more than 50% of a game at any point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Because it's not necessary. It just straight up isn't necessary when we have the safeties that we have. Emin Wari can cover the slot. We don't need a third corner necessarily.
Because they probably
Bud
play
Clark
a lot of
can cover the slot. We don't need a third corner necessarily. You know what I mean? So it really, like, all this is doing is just adding so much more flexibility and, like a Golden Glove in baseball kind of idea for so many people on our team to be able to just like be flexed around and play. So
absolutely.
yeah.
All right. Preseason game 1, 17-7 loss to the Cowboys. What are your thoughts?
I was good with it, honestly. Like, you're looking at, first off, the Cowboys had late into the game, they were still running with multiple dudes that were like Joe Melton III, right? Like, he's like a third-year player, kind of an established backup at this point.
Yeah, they have pretty high hopes for him.
And you can say the same for us. We had Drew Lock. Good lord, we had Drew Lock in the game. Because him and Milroe were bouncing back and forth. But I don't even know that we saw another quarterback from the Cowboys until the fourth quarter.
No, yeah, I don't think so.
Right? Like, I think it was just him the entire time, which is fine. Like, you got to do what you got to do in the preseason. I'm not saying that like the Cowboys were like stacking against us to beat us in the preseason, because nobody gives a fuck about winning or losing in the preseason.
Yeah.
Right? That's not necessarily what it's about. Obviously, everyone wants to get a win at any point when your team's on the field, and the players themselves obviously want to win, especially those players that are playing want to win, because that's just a better look when you're trying to make a team. But that's not what the entirety. It's not a live or die on that hill. So losing, I don't give a shit when it's the preseason. I think it was very telling of both the depth of our offensive and defensive lines. We're just getting fucking destroyed.
Yeah.
absolutely fucking destroyed on both sides of the ball, getting driven back, 4 or 5 yards a play. It seemed like on both sides of the ball, like it was awful. That's part of the reason why Milroe had the struggles, if you will. Like Milroe actually played I feel like he played an efficient game, even though I think he ended with like 9 net passing yards.
Yeah.
Right. But it was not, most of the issues were not Milroe like we have seen before.
Yeah.
Right. Drew Lock was really efficient on that opening series. Really efficient on the opening series. I know we were aided by a couple penalties or whatever. But that's the game and it's preseason, and the fucking penalty. There was like 25 combined accepted penalties or some shit. Like accepted penalties.
Yeah.
Not even counting the ones that weren't accepted or,
Yeah.
were offsetting or whatever. Like it was, oh my gosh. They were throwing laundry on that field like crazy. But so there's that. I think our offensive and defensive line depth, when you're talking some of the second team offensive linemen and like couple of the defensive linemen were solid. They were fine.
Yeah.
But when we got farther down, it was just like, holy God, none of you guys are making the team. Like, it was like, holy good Lord. Yeah. Thank God we had so many dudes that are rotatable players that weren't playing. You know what I mean? Like, we had probably three or four interior defensive linemen not playing because they're looked at as either starters or established veterans that don't need to play in the preseason.
Yeah.
And then our entire offensive line and a couple of the rotation guys even didn't really play.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Same with our edge guys. The edge group in this game was almost downright dog shit.
Yeah.
Outside of now I'm gonna forget his god dang name. Jalen Gaines. Is he 47?
Maybe.
He's 40 something. Jalen Gaines. Well, he had a couple really good plays, but also a couple head scratching plays.
Yeah.
Right. And I think the biggest highlight for me out of this game was Tyrese Knight on defense, and then Montori Foster Jr. on offense.
Yeah.
Yes, he had that pretty bad drop that would have been a conversion that I think we ended up punting on. But that was the only issue he had. And then Hard Knocks, I really liked that it really hit on him.
Yeah.
And I really liked the attitude of the guy after the game when, like, his dad's like, dude, you did so fucking awesome. I'm so proud of you. And he's like, I had that drop, though. And he's like, you had one drop. And he goes, that's all I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't want ever to have, like, anything like that impact or affect somebody's, like, mental health in a negative way. But you also do want there to be, like, that healthy balance of that eating you alive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you want that as an athlete, you as a competitor, like you want that as a fan watching the team, like you want to see that because he knows.
Yeah.
He knows he should have caught that ball, and now he's going to go out and practice this week and work 100 times harder to make sure that doesn't happen again. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's the nice thing. So,
yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was all around like a decent showing, and a lot to work on and get better with. Yeah. And I'm assuming we're going to see at least one series of starters on both sides this week. I would assume, with it being the second preseason game and the joint practice with the Titans, and everything. Which was that yesterday or today?
I think it was there was a lot of reports coming out yesterday about injuries or maybe it was the day before
to Seattle.
Yeah, I mean, Bobo is probably out the rest of the year. He got a knee injury. So he's probably out for the rest of the year.
No mo Bobo.
No mo Bobo.
No mo Bobo. How did I not see any of this?
And then Abe Lucas got pulled maybe because of heat. It didn't say anything about like injury, but
how did I miss all this? I've been at work the last 2 days. That's why.
But a lot came out during the practice there. But I'm sure
Jake Bobo was placed on season-ending IR. I'm so sad.
I
Ruined my day, Tim.
I'm sorry. I thought
fuck.
you would know.
I did not. I went back to work on Thursday, and I've been in meetings all day Thursday and yesterday, so
Yeah.
I haven't even like thought to look at anything.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just terrible.
But my thoughts on the preseason game, it's just not a lot to look at. I think it felt like there was a running back competition between Velus Jones and Helani. Like they were trying to see, because they were going back and forth. And I didn't get to watch the game, but I did watch it in-depth highlights, and it looked like Helani was the stronger of the two in my eyes. They seem very similar in what they can do, but just Helani I felt like made the bigger difference during this game. Tyrese Knight stuck out to me, obviously, and he had a strong, like when Ernest was out, he kind of filled in last year, and so that's promising. To your point, though, it just felt like our O-line, D-line was just not holding anything back, and props to Joe Milton. I know he was part of the Patriots, and Cowboys traded for him, and I know it was against no-namers, but guy was just driving down the field, and
that one rookie Brown, that one rookie receiver that caught both touchdowns.
Fuck, those were highlights.
Yeah.
Those were beautiful throw ball catches and everything.
Yeah.
So, but it is preseason game one, and while we want to win, it's usually not nobody's, but it's just your third stringers and all beyond trying to make the team playing. And so we'll take that with what it is. And
Absolutely.
Mike McDonald didn't like the loss. We saw that on Hard Knocks.
Yep,
and
nobody does.
And so, we'll go from there. That brings us over to belts. Ding, 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 ding. Ryan, give me the stuff you want to talk about.
I got to talk about Raw this
Fuck
week.
you, dude.
But
I love you.
Raw was all around fucking good.
Big bounce back from fucking last week.
Raw was all around really good. So, first thing, kind of a combined talking point here, but both of the Lucha Tourney matches were fucking head and shoulders above Penta and Laredo Kid last week.
Yeah.
Which is, like, again, disappointing.
Yeah.
That match should have been 1,000 times better than it was, because I don't think either of these two matches had any business being better than the potential of Penta and Laredo Kid.
Yeah,
but
no, agreed.
They were. It was both really good. What was it? Dragon Lee versus El Hijo Dr. Wagner Jr.
Yeah, Wagner
right?
Jr.
And then you had Ray Phoenix against I forget that one's name.
Oh, it was
but.
Damn it.
I can't remember.
It's the one Lucha I do not know from that
he was
list.
a big dude, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patel? No.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Sorry.
Both those matches were fucking killer.
I did not expect that from Wagner Jr. Like, he's good, but like, he kind of was what Laredo Kid's match was. Like, from what I've seen of him, is just he's kind of the slower build-up matches, and that did not feel like that at all.
No, not at all. And Dragon Lee's... Okay, and like, I know he's been hitting this for a while because, like, the move... him hitting it is named after him. But that's Ultimo Dragon's fucking finisher.
Oh, yeah.
And I've never realized that Dragon Lee uses that before.
Oh, really?
I've never fucking realized it or noticed it. Which, I mean, realistically isn't necessarily that hard to miss because Dragon Lee has been used so fucking terribly on WWE TV.
Agreed.
That I'm sure there's been moments where I've just kind of been like, what has happened? Oh, the next match. All right, cool. You know what I mean?
Well, he was like second fiddle in Judgment Day business for a long time there for a while.
So anyway, That I love that move though.
Yeah.
Like on the old fucking wrestling video games, I would put that as my finisher sometimes, and like when a created character on, because I loved Ultimo Dragon. I loved Ultimo Dragon's finisher.
Yeah.
So I don't remember what he called it. What Ultimo Dragon called it.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what Dragon Lee calls it either. Something Dragon. But anyways, see, I told you at the beginning of the episode, my brain's not working today. Things are not coming to me.
Yeah.
But anyways, both those matches were fucking phenomenal. It was really fucking cool to just like get to sit back and just watch so much just really good wrestling take place on Monday Night Raw.
And a lot happened.
And a lot
good,
happened.
Good
Yes.
matches, yes.
Next up, speaking of another absolute banger of a match, Lyra Valkyrie and Sol Ruka put on a fucking clinic, dude.
Yes, they did.
That was so good. I absolutely cannot fucking stand the entirety of what they're doing with Lyra Valkyrie's character right now.
Yeah.
It's very cringy, not believable. It's really fucking weird. I don't like it.
Yeah.
But that does not take anything away from her ability in the ring. And this is one of the better matches that she's had in a while. And her and Sol Ruka had so much chemistry together. Now, were they in NXT at the same time? Like, did they ever wrestle in NXT? Because, like, you would have thought that they had match after match after match after match with the way that they wrestled here.
I want to say they
missed each other.
They missed each other.
That's what I thought.
They might have had some interactions because Lyra kind of kept coming down to NXT to check in on Tatum Paxley.
Yeah.
But I don't, from what I remember, I don't think they ever wrestled. It was just kind of a passing of each other.
Yeah. So, and that's kind of what I thought and figured. So, I think that's even more so like impressive considering like this potentially was their first singles match.
Yeah.
And it was that fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, and now it's like at this point, like Lyra's now been on the main roster for 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, probably 2 years. Yeah.
Something like that. But it's like, it feels like she's been around now forever, but she's still in like the very beginning of her career,
Absolutely.
you know? And so like, you're legitimately looking at two of the faces of the future of this, of the women's division. So it was, I don't know. I just thought it was really cool. And it was a really, really good match. And that was an absolutely clean,
Soul Snatcher.
Soul Snatcher at the end. Like Lyra ate that so well. It was great.
I was gonna say this is Sol's Ruka's best match in a long time as well. There's just that you hit it on the nose. Their chemistry was off the charts, and the match really was just incredible. I just was like, oh yeah, this is what we're missing in the women's division for a while there. There's been some good ones here and there, but just like the future is bright with these two. And then I agree with you. I like the Lyra character is just not what I'm wanting from
Just
her.
stop doing video, like the vignettes from the back. Just stop doing those.
Yeah.
And if she wants to be this unhinged character, let it all be fully told in the entrance and the pre-match setup.
Yeah.
Stop doing videos.
That said,
She's a terrible actress.
I don't think there was
in that regard.
Yes, I agree. But I just don't think there's no win-win situation. Like, yes, Sol Ruka winning is good because it builds her redemption going for the IC title against Raquel, face heel and everything. But also, you're just pushing Lyra as this heel now and beating up Bailey only to lose, and that will help her delve into her character more, I'm sure, and get crazier. So I guess saying that out loud, there is a little bit of silver lining there, but it's just like, who should have taken the loss in that one? But it can't take away from what a good match it was. So
yeah, absolutely. And that's where I think it's the saving grace of that scenario is when you have a match that cooks that hard, who wins and loses almost doesn't matter in the outcome.
Very true.
To an extent. You know what I mean? Like not I think not to the extent at least of which you originally kind of put that out there. You know what I mean? So like, and then obviously like after you like you said, you were like, you know, thinking out loud almost, and then you're like, wait, maybe. Yeah. I think that the match was so good that it ain't hurting either of them to take the L there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
And before El Fiscal was the guy in the Lucha tournament.
Who?
El Fiscal.
Yeah, I never.
That's the guy that went against Ray Phoenix.
That still doesn't ring a bell to me. I don't even remember hearing that ever until you just said it. So.
And I was watching Raw, and I was just like saying his name over and over again because I knew it was going to come up,
and you were going to forget.
And I was like, I'm going to forget it because I don't know him. And then we sure enough forgot it. So, El Fiscal.
All right, I'm doing something a little bit different in my talking points.
Okay.
I have 2 more talking points, obviously.
Yeah.
My third talking point I'm going to tell you right now is my banger of the night.
Oh.
Okay. Just stick with me here. Just stick with me. Here.
Okay.
I'm going banger of the night.
Because we've done you started with a banger, but I kind of talked you into it a little bit.
What do you mean?
You're bringing up LA Knight's promo a few weeks ago against Roman, and you're like, yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking. This is the banger.
Yeah, that's true.
And it was your first talking point. But anyways, we digress.
Anyway, so this one, I have my banger, and my banger of the night is Solo fucking Sikoa.
Yes.
There's a little tag on here, though, too, because I think what added to this being such a banger of a moment was what's happening with Jacob Fatu. Mm-hmm. Because he was very, very displeased about the fact that the Usos were awarded the Black Ulafalas, and were talked up so highly.
Yeah.
And he was not.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes on the attack, and Roman pulls him off and kind of gets on him about shit. He says, "You don't do anything unless I tell you to." And then he just stood back and watched the rest of everything take place and watched Roman and the Usos get their asses kicked.
Yep.
You didn't tell me to help, so I ain't helping. Right? Like, that was the feel of it.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I'm like, where's this going? What's happening here? Could we already be seeing the downfall of the current bloodline? I don't know.
We could.
I don't know. I wouldn't be mad about it. We need to get Jacob back to where the fuck he should have been in the first place and never been put under fucking Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
That he is a star of the future of this company. Head and shoulders over, ability-wise, at least, Roman.
Yeah.
Right? Like, let this dude fucking cook. Don't put him in a corner behind Roman Reigns just because Roman Reigns is a tribal chief. Like, fucking A, man. That was such an awesome point. Like, I legitimately did not actually see at that point Solo staying face.
I didn't know what to expect, and and up until like he grabbed LA Knight, I was like, oh shit, he is gonna hit him.
I know. I was like, and that was my thing.
It was like, hit Roman.
The entire time leading up to it, I was like, all right, what's he gonna do? He's gonna pull some comedy. He's gonna do this. He's gonna do that. And there was none of it. And and then he just starts getting this fucking shit rocked. And I was just like, fuck.
Dude, I
was like, they're actually just they're gonna ruin Solo. They're gonna end Solo's face thing, which would be a fucking terrible creative move.
Yeah.
And I was like, God damn. And then LA Knight comes out, and I was like, okay, well, maybe there's something. But then LA Knight starts getting beat up, and I was like, fuck. And I literally said out loud, I was like, they're gonna make Solo fucking destroy LA Knight.
Yeah. That's what I thought too, and
then as soon as it started to happen, I was like, "Oh no!" And then they did that so well, though. Honestly, like I really think they did that as perfectly as you could with the camera angles and just the way that they were all doing everything. He's like, "I'm sorry," and he just the last second turns and perfectly spikes Roman. I was like,
And Roman,
God!
Roman sold the shit out of that.
Yeah, he did. And I scared the shit out of Laney and Pound Cake because when he hit it, I clapped so fucking loud. I was
Dude,
like,
I did the
let's
same.
fucking go!
I did the same. The fucking ending.
Laney was like, what? And I was like, it's a good thing, baby. It's a good thing. And she starts smiling and clapping too. She was like, yay! I was like, oh God, don't. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm sorry, but that was just like a raw reaction. I couldn't hold it.
No pun intended. Raw.
Hey.
Raw. Dude, that ending was so fire. That was just old school closing a show.
Yeah.
Raw moment.
It was awesome.
And it's one I'm going to be thinking about for a long time. It got me giddy about wrestling, and the reason why we watch it is just for moments like that, and to keep Solo face, like to keep that momentum going, and how well they did it. So gold, man.
Yeah.
So gold.
Yeah, it was great.
It's the banger of the whole fucking week.
However, I still have my fourth talking point.
Yes.
And my fourth talking point, like I said, I was doing something a little different. Mm-hmm. And that's because I didn't have a choice here. But to announce the introduction to the podcast of a super banger! And that was none other than, you already fucking know what it was, and it was Chad Gable versus Rey Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. That is one of the best matches we have seen in the last 20 fucking years on an episode of Raw.
It brought you back to Ray versus Kurt Angle.
It was so fucking good. Hands down the best match of 2026. There's nothing that even holds a fucking candle to it so far. I would say that might be the best match of 2025.
Maybe, yeah.
And 100% of 2024. So, like, there was nothing wrong with that match.
The crowd was on fire for it.
There was nothing wrong at all with that match. It was perfection of a match. Dave Meltzer better give that motherfucking match like a 7. That's a 7-star match.
So that's a 3-star to Dave then.
That's what you want to fucking put like on tape to show anyone on the indies, in developmental, that's in fucking high school, that's in a fucking diaper right now with a pipe dream. I don't give a shit. This is the shit that you're showing.
Yeah.
This is professional wrestling. This is entertainment. This is athleticism. This is skill. It is technical. It was everything you fucking want a match to be, was this.
Yeah.
And that's why I alluded to after the intro, there was one roll-up finish that I will not be mad about. And it was because that was a roll-up finish out of actual legitimate fucking wrestling. Mm-hmm. That was like an actual surprise finish.
Yeah.
After what felt like a fucking 60-minute Iron Man match, like that match felt like it was fucking forever in the best way possible.
Yeah.
It just felt like it was just going and going and going and going. And Rey Mysterio's 50 fucking years old.
I know.
And the motherfucker is amazing, dude.
Yeah.
Like, he is so underappreciated in the world of professional wrestling. And that is an astounding thing to be able to fucking say out loud. Mm-hmm. Is that Rey Mysterio is underappreciated and under fucking served and just like not recognized nearly enough as the greatest luchador of all time, without a doubt, hands down. And he's arguably one of the best professional wrestlers of all time. Yeah. But he will never actually get that credit. Mm-hmm. And he will never be put in that fucking category.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But I mean, dude. Fuck.
Dude, the match.
Fuck.
The match was fucking incredible. It had the back and forth, the high flying, the technicality. It had everything. It had the crowd rooting for Ray. It had it rooting for Chad. Like the crowd was very behind Ray, which is great to see. And
It was awesome.
I almost believed that Ray was gonna win that match.
Dude,
I was
that's
like,
the thing
he's
is-
gonna do it. And I didn't want Chad to lose by any means, but I would have been okay.
Ray, I wanted Ray to win.
I was rooting for him too, and I was just
what
like,
a catch-22 where you're like, I don't want Chad to lose, but I want Ray to win.
and it
Like
was
that can't have it both ways.
and it was just
Unless it was a draw, I guess,
so
technically.
and we would have hated that.
I know.
But the match just cooked. It's one of those matches like that if we were watching together, we're going to the backyard and going to wrestle.
Yeah, seriously.
Like it just inspires you, and that's what that was. It was so good.
It's the fucking shit that as fans, that's what we deserve. And they fucking take that from us so much. Io and fucking Liv, Io and Stephanie, like all of these fucking matches that we have watched that are just fucking amazing and then end up ending in fucking interference and some bullshit.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
So, like, that was the epitome of just like no feud, no needed storyline, utter respect for each other, and just perfection in the ring to then close on a clean finish
Yeah.
in a title match in WWE.
Yeah.
That combination of words has not something that we've been able to actually fucking say in a long time with WWE.
Yeah.
So it was refreshing. It was everything you fucking want as a wrestling fan.
Absolutely.
And then we got SmackDown. So what do you got to talk about?
Before we move on, I do want to just call out one thing because I cannot stop saying it all week long. It's the new "But my name's Billy" promo. It's "Who's the future, Paul?" when Oba did the impression of Braun Breaker. It was spot on,
amazing. Yeah.
and I can't. Who's the future, Paul?
Yeah.
Anyways, that's just been on my mind.
It was
I
great.
didn't want
It was
you to
great.
talk about that topic, but it was so funny and it's been on my mind all week. So.
Yeah, no, it was great. Like, Oba is fucking phenomenal. I don't know that there's a character that I have been over so quickly than Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
Like, I was so hyped on him, and then it was just like everything just came crashing down.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, what the fuck is happening? And Paul Heyman's involvement in everything is confusing.
Yeah.
Like, I thought you left the Vision, but now you're like Braun Breaker's guy, but you also are like kind of bullying Braun Breaker, it seems like, in a way. Like, I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Going on to SmackDown. Definitely not as good of a show as Raw. That seems to be the look of my draw lately.
I guess so.
But I'm going to just pull some things out to talk about. I'm going to call this the Sammy debate. I'm sure we are tired of talking about it, but Sammy has a point. As annoying as he may seem, but he's rambling on about the injustice. He has to go through all these hurdles for his rematch for the title. And how fitting is it that the first match of the night is Priest and Truth getting a rematch for their tag titles immediately
The week following, yeah.
without any hurdles.
Yeah.
It's just like, this is a great way for a heel to, like, heels with actual truth behind it makes it even better.
Yeah.
We love Sammy, but it's kind of crazy. And I think they're just leaning into that storyline now, and just maybe they purposely did the Truth and Priest match following that pretty quickly. And it's crazy that Sammy has to go through all this.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I totally agree. But it is like pushing his heel-ish character well,
yes.
I would say.
For
I do think they need to continue to use Johnny Gargano.
Yeah. It was lonely without him,
I don't know. I don't know what they're paying Johnny Gargano to literally. He hasn't wrestled since Tommaso Ciampa. The last time we saw Tommaso Ciampa,
Yeah.
I think the week after Tommaso Ciampa was released. Well, he hasn't wrestled since.
Yeah, so since basically April. From
Or
what
actually,
I can
no.
No, because
That's
he
a
went
lie.
to NXT and wrestled too.
That's a lie. In the middle of him doing this planking, he did have one comeback, but I believe it ended up being against Obafemi. And
Yeah.
that's why he's back to planking.
Yeah.
But that's telling in and of itself too, is just like they still have him on the roster to literally just lay down in the back.
Yeah.
And just while Candice LeRae is like, what the fuck is going on? And it's like, there is no storyline here, but Sammy is making it a storyline. And I've loved every second of that.
You want to talk about injustice? What about the water bottles getting smacked by Sami Zayn each week?
That's true.
The poor water bottles. What did they do to deserve his hand?
Yeah.
Getting smacked across it.
Yeah. I don't know. There are a lot of third world countries that could use that water. And old gingerbread man over there is
Maybe that's how he broke his hand. He was just smacking them.
too many water bottles. He followed through too hard.
Next talking point. Blake Monroe. She's had vignettes that started back in April. Teasing her character. She started appearing officially on screen maybe in June.
Yeah.
And now we're in August. And she is yet to have her first match. Last night was supposed to be her first match. What are your thoughts on how her character's getting built or not being built right now?
Literally, I could not fucking care less. I don't really have an opinion on it because it's been so just that it's the entirety of the women's division outside of like 3 aspects of it right now.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's just pretty much crap.
Yeah.
And so I literally you could have like it could have not happened at all and there could have been nothing of her and we could never see her again and I wouldn't even think about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's not her fault and I don't think that's a knock on her.
Yeah.
Because like she's doing what she can with what she's being given, but it's just she's being handed. It's like she's Shia LaBeouf in Disturbia when he opens the door and it's a flaming bag on his porch step, right? And that's what's being delivered to her, and then she's like, "Oh fuck," stomping it out, and then it's just dog shit, and she's just like, "Fuck," like doing what she can.
Yeah.
Well, that's WWE creative for you, so
Yeah. No,
yeah,
like,
it's not good.
No, and I mean, I think there was a little legwork to her character last night, just going, I want the title, you're beneath me, and her eyes are set on that, but
Yeah,
I guess that's cool, but to your point, they've dragged it on, haven't been consistent, and so you almost forget she's even on the roster, except for a random appearance, knocking Julia out, and then pushing this match further and further, because when were they in London last? Because that's when she attacked Julia. It was in London the first time, and so it's just kind of crazy. I don't like it for her because she is a great wrestler and deserves to be on the screen, but this is the way they treat her, so it's wild.
Yeah.
All right, next talking point, the Cody and Randy segment. Decent promo. I like Aldis shutting down any contact with the title being off the table if they do touch each other. I like him trying to take control of it and also telling him, I'm tired of being disrespected, good for you, Aldis. None of the GMs are ever doing that. So, that was refreshing. But I think the one takeaway point from this is how Cody closes this segment saying, not a prediction, that's a spoiler. That's a Paul Heyman thing to say.
It is. Yeah.
What are we getting here? Is Cody...
Dude, I told you last
said
week.
He's gonna be a heel.
I told you last week.
Is he gonna be the next Paul Heyman guy?
That Cody will be a heel by the end. By year's end, I said, mark my words.
Did you take away that point?
I mean, it was a pretty hard one to miss, Tim.
It was literally the last.
That is very, very blunt.
Yup.
Very out there. That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
It was just too on the nose, right? Like,
yeah.
God.
I don't know.
Because
that would be wild.
I'm here for Cody being heel. I think it would be refreshing and just out of the norm because WWE for so long has just pushed the super face, John Cena. He was the face of the company, wasn't going to turn heel.
I think it's hard to say that, though, because then Roman Reigns ran the fucking company for 5 years as a heel.
But that was his saving grace. Like, they tried to push him as the baby face.
That is fair. That is fair. They did try to push him as the baby face.
The crowd did not want it,
And that's because he still had a baby face.
Yeah, that's true.
He looked...
The beard came and
was so weird. It's so weird. When you look at the video, like the video vignettes leading up to...
And the blue contacts. The blue eye contacts.
That too. Leading up to Seth versus Roman at SummerSlam. And you're like, that's not even Roman.
Yeah.
It doesn't even look like him.
Yeah.
It looks like he had fucking plastic surgery done to look how he looks now. It looks... That's not the same two fucking people.
True.
There's like very little similarities other than the long hair and the tattoos.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty much it.
I agree.
There's so many differences between it now.
Yeah. All right. That's going to bring me to the banger of the night. And yes, there is a caveat. But for 25 minutes before it happened, KO versus Punk was a clinic as well.
Yeah, it
was. From the entrances to
really
how hostile the two were, like
as soon as Punk got in the ring.
As soon as he got in the ring, it was gold. KO for his first solo match back, he left it all in the ring, dude. He cooked. He's been incredible his whole career. This was just a great reminder of who he is. Always consistent.
Yes.
And Punk, he leaned into the heel because he knew he wasn't going to get cheered, and he did it great. I've never seen the stunner get reversed into a neck breaker. That was incredible.
Yeah, that was cool.
Rock is probably thinking to himself, fuck, I could have done that over the years.
Yeah, that was a good move.
But holy hell, for 25 minutes, that match was incredible. Great tease to get KO in the line to win the title. They just had to WWE it and add Sammy to the fold. And hopefully it just leads to another KO Punk match down the road, but it was a fire match until the same old stuff happened.
If this leads, I don't know where this is going to fully lead because Sammy then proceeded to attack both of them again after the match. So it's like it wasn't really like a set. It's not like he just went after KO, right? So it's not as clean as being able to just be like, oh, well, this is going to lead to KO over Sammy, which we're all fucking here for as many times as they want to do.
Yes.
Right? That's why both of our fucking answer to, was it last week's question or the week
or the
before?
Iron Man match.
The Iron Man match was Sammy and KO, right?
Yeah.
Like there's a reason why. And it's because they're so fucking good in the ring together. But yeah, I don't think this was the way to set it up.
Now,
not at the expense of, again, how good this match was.
Yeah.
And I didn't obviously use this as an example when I was talking about Monday Night Raw. But this would be the prime example
of what they normally do.
This is probably the best match that we've seen, and with fucking interference.
Yeah.
In the last 10 years. Like, this was a phenomenal match up until they fucking decided to ruin it.
I think they just need to get over the knocking the ref out. I was like, oh, they messed it up. The ref didn't get fully knocked out, and then
They followed it up.
And I was like, fuck, here we go, and everything, and then
I know.
it's so disappointing to just end that good of a match.
Yeah.
But just leading up into it, you can't say anything negative about it. No. KO felt like he was coming after him full on. Like,
dude.
The rivalry felt real, and it was a 2-week build-up.
Yeah.
Like, that felt like a Mania build-up.
Yeah. That felt like a Mania match.
Yes.
Like,
so,
until the ending. And
yeah.
I think that's why, like, Baron Corbin's return has been refreshing, and you talked about it a couple weeks ago, is that, like, he's using true heel tactics.
Yes.
He's not winning these matches in a heelish way because the ref got knocked out and he's having somebody come out and help him, or then he's cheating. Like, he's cheating behind the ref's back.
Yes.
He's doing it the right way.
Yes.
Which is refreshing because we haven't had that in a long time.
Yeah.
Because it's always, oh, the ref gets knocked down and here comes the Vision, or here comes the Bloodline, or here comes the Judgment Day, or here comes whoever.
Yeah.
And that's what we've gotten weekly across all fucking brands of WWE.
Yeah.
I'm sure it happens on NXT too.
They do it. It happens, but not very often, and they do it pretty cleverly. I kind of alluded to it when Fatal Influence debuted. I was like,
Okay.
Like, they did the interference, but they did different. Like it was just different, and that's what I feel like NXT does. And, yeah. So, great match between the two. I didn't know if KO was gonna win, but it was still a phenomenal match. A great way to close SmackDown, and Sammy did attack both, so it's not just leaning into one or the other, So, well, I'm curious. It just wasn't the ending I wanted after how good of a match it was. So, Belts question of the week: pick one wrestler you wish didn't have a career-ending injury. And just a public service announcement: we don't want anyone to be injured or stay injured. I'm just making them pick one wrestler that we wish it didn't happen to.
I think the one I went with is potentially, like, one of the ones that had the brightest future that was obviously cut way too short due to the injury, before he ever really, like, got there. Mm-hmm. And it's Tyson Kidd.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, I mean, he was like being pushed. He was one of those, like, growing stars.
Yeah.
And just took a fucking the Buster from
Muscle Buster,
Muscle Buster from Samoa Joe in a dark match, and it wasn't even like, from everything I read at least, like, it wasn't a botched version of it. It wasn't like Samoa Joe fucked up. It was just took the move and something happened. But I mean, it was a near fatal fucking injury.
Yeah,
and so just to know that how good he was and the potential that he had, and for it to all just come crashing down. Because when you first posed this and I read it and I kind of was just like, oh fuck, that is a good question. That's, for me at least, that wasn't one where just like I just have a Rolodex of guys coming to my mind, or girls, either way. Like I just didn't have a lot of names popping up, so I just kind of like started looking up wrestlers whose injuries were cut short, or whose careers were cut short by injury. And there was a lot, obviously, but some, like Bret Hart, career cut short due to a concussion from a kick.
But he had quite a career leading up to that point.
Ravishing Rick Rude.
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold, yeah. I mean, you could argue Edge and Shawn Michaels
Yeah.
for shorter periods of time, but still.
Yeah.
Yes, they both came back and they finished their careers on their, or finished one, and the other one is finishing his career on his own terms. But
Yeah.
even before, had they not come back, Shawn Michaels had already still been wrestling for,
He was a Grand Slam champion by that time.
point.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, he debuted in the late 80s.
Yeah.
Right? And then that was like 99. 10 years?
98, 99, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So he had already been in WWE, WWF at that time, like televised as a champion, like everything for 10 years.
Yeah.
Right? And yeah, so I just like, and then obviously I think another one that, well, I don't want to say another one just because I don't know what yours is yet, but I doubt you picked this one.
Because you could bring it up after.
Well, is yours dead?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. So
No.
I figured
I didn't want to pick. I should
figured
have
you
clarified.
I figured you didn't pick Owen Hart because that wasn't an injury, that was death.
Yeah. And
But even that though, like considering like just what we were talking about, like Owen had already had like the full rise of being Owen Hart and was actually performing as like a gimmick in almost what kind of at the time seemed like it was kind of like a downhill slide of the career. Do you know what I mean?
Blazer.
Yeah. And so there were so many, and where I was just like, there were still a couple others that I read like that I won't say them because again I don't know what you're saying, but it just to me felt like Tyson Kidd was like, out of most of everything I read was just like, dude, this guy had the absolute most potential to like be a main eventer, world champion type character, and obviously his in-ring ability and everything was phenomenal, and he had the physique and everything, and for it just get cut short like that. So and like really early too, like he was only a few years into his WWE career.
Yeah, exactly.
Happened, so.
And now he still plays a pivotal role in WWE as a producer, you know, so that's pretty cool that at least he's in that role.
Yeah.
I also went with the guy where you didn't get to see the rise, and I went with Jason Jordan.
He was another
Alpha,
one that I was,
or American Alpha, which had Gable. He was a partner, but he was posed as Kurt Angle's illegitimate son or whatever, and then a couple weeks later, I mean, to be in the realm of Kurt Angle.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, fucking missed opportunity.
Yeah.
With considering who else was in the fucking vicinity to be able to be that was Chad fucking Gable.
Yes.
And it ended up being him, and it was like that entire storyline, I think, had everybody going, what? Why would that be? Why would
Kurt Angle?
Why would you go with that? But
anyways, Jason Jordan, his
you were gonna say
career.
Kurt Angle likes him black, weren't you? Is that what you were gonna say?
I mean, that he likes bestiality sex. You know that he said that to Sharmell when he was feuding with Booker T. So that's not me saying it. That was him.
That's Sports Illustrated.
But Jason Jordan, he was a phenomenal talent. He was teaming with Chad Gable in NXT. They just came up, and then he was going to get a singles run, and then it just got cut short, and haven't seen him since, other than as a lackey that comes out. But he does work in the backstage as well. So, again, just to your point, like there's so much potential left on the table with that, and it's sad. It's sad to just think about, and you're like, damn. He had all the world going for him, and then just one move takes it away.
Yep.
That brings us over to
Blockbusters. Lights, camera, action.
We got some focus features here, and I'm going first. Scrubs Season 2. Synopsis is JD, Turk, and Elliot have leveled up from interns to icons at Sacred Heart. Now the respected doctors inspire the next generation while balancing the ups and downs of working in a hospital. Together with characters new and old, they are navigating this next chapter with laughter, heart, and some surprises along the way. Cast is Zach Braff, Sarah Chalk, and Donald Faison. Release date is September 30th of this year, and it's going to be, of course, on Hulu and ABC. This is obviously season 2 of the reboot, technically 11th season of the whole show, but I know we both really loved the first season of this.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited because it was only 9 episodes, and it kept me wanting more. And I'm glad there's a quick turnaround that we got season 2.
I wonder if this might end up having more episodes.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I think it was 6. I mean, again, it's a quick turnaround because the first season was earlier this year. It wasn't even last year.
January,
it was
February,
February.
Yeah.
So it is a quick turnaround. I'm surprised that some of the characters are already gone. I can't tell you the names, but I know a lot of the ones that were main characters aren't going to be in this season. But
the intern main characters?
Some of the interns
really?
are not returning, and so
that's weird. I wonder why.
But in the trailer, saw some returning faces. But no, I'm super pumped
Dr.
for
Cox's
this.
wife too.
Yep.
I forget her name in the show, but she's back.
Yep, she's back. I can't think of her name either, and I've been rewatching it too.
Yeah.
So, and she's a prominent character right now in the ones I'm watching. So
yeah, heck yeah. No, I'm fucking excited for this. I love it. So, and just especially the way that season 1 ended was just gut punching.
it was a huge gut.
Yeah, huge gut punch. So, just seeing how this is going to play out is going to be interesting.
Yeah. Dr. Cox obviously was going through some health, and you really don't know which direction it's going, but you definitely see him in the trailer here. So,
yep. Mine is Monster Season 4, the Lizzie Borden story. The synopsis is, and I know we discussed this in the news a while back,
but this was they announced
it was the announcing with
Ed
Charlie
Gein.
Hunnam.
Yeah,
that was kind of the announcement, was the fact that when it was when we were getting the trailer for season 3 for Ed Gein, and Charlie Hunnam playing Ed Gein, it was then that he's coming. Ed Gein, am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And you had a look on your face. No, and I was like, wait, am I mispronouncing that?
Nope.
And then that Charlie Hunnam was going to be coming back for season 4 as the father of Lizzie Borden. So, synopsis. When the repressed daughter of a wealthy New England family and her rebellious maid find themselves trapped in a house built on humiliation and cruelty, they escape into a fantasy of sex, power, and revenge. The gruesome, unsolved murders that follow don't just shock the world, they give birth to an icon who refuses to live imprisoned in a cage, choosing instead to forge her own legend. Shocking, monstrous, and gloriously free. The cast of this is Ella Beatty, Vicky Creeps, Sarah Paulson, Charlie Hunnam, Rebecca Hall, Billy Lord, Jessica Barden, and I didn't put the last one on there apparently, so watch the show and you'll find out. The release date will be September 17th of this year, and it'll be out on Netflix. So I don't know a lot about this, the story and everything. Just a little bit of what I read was apparently she was tried and acquitted of the murders of the grisly, gruesome murders of her father and stepmother.
Oh, wow.
So that's why it says the gruesome unsolved murders that follow. Mm-hmm. Because she was acquitted. So I don't know.
Yeah.
That's kind of wild.
Yeah.
The show definitely, or the trailer definitely makes you... makes it seem like she's doing something bad.
with that axe.
There's definitely some blood involved.
There's a lot of blood in this trailer.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe she's just killing animals or something. Maybe she's butchering a cow or something.
Yeah, that's all
and
it is.
And they're just,
in her house.
Yeah, and they're with an axe. And that's just how they're, that just putting it in the trailer to make us think otherwise.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how you could run this story and have it be her actually killing them in the show if she was acquitted of it in real life.
Yeah.
Right? That would seem like defaming a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? A little bit of defamation, maybe? I don't know.
But at this time, there wasn't, there's not a lot of ways to look into it. And then the news coming out, wasn't always trustworthy then either.
That's true.
So it's definitely you got to take it for a grain of salt. But I love the world of Monster and how they build into other stories. But
did you watch the Ed Gein one?
I did not get around to watching it. But
I haven't watched. I don't even think I finished the Dahmer one. Like I
finished
far
that
behind.
one. I didn't watch the brothers, but I really was interested in the Ed Gein one. So
and
this just brought it back, and I was
this
like, "Oh,
looks fucking crazy though."
I like how it just. Again, we've talked about it before, but I just like how they can bring you back to that time frame and so well and everything. So, what's in the news? We got some few things.
Yeah.
First thing up, Funny Money, the Dane Cook story. We got a documentary about how his brother schemed him out of a bunch of money, and dude, this trailer. I love a good documentary, but especially of something a lot about-ish. Like, I didn't know a lot about the money part of it.
I didn't know about anything that had to do with his brother.
Oh, really?
No.
I knew.
All I knew is that Dane Cook fell off the fucking face of the earth.
And it was right around the time of when this was happening.
And, I mean, I know he's gotten a lot of work done. And he doesn't even look like himself anymore.
For sure.
But I'm sure the work, it was probably there. I'm sure there was some substance abuse stuff going on at some point with him as well that probably led to some of the look. And
yeah,
because it seems like there's a lot of fucked up shit going on with his brother that I'm sure drove him to some level of insanity.
Yeah, but I mean, it looks great. It's just to have a character or actor Dane Cook just have such a meteoric rise. We've seen millions of movies with him and followed his stand-up comedian.
I saw his Vicious Circle stand-up live at fucking Key Arena.
Oh, me too. Yeah. And so it's just wild to see the other side of it and what plays out, because I never fully looked into it. I heard about it, just never looked into it. And the story they're portraying in this is pretty crazy. Money hiding in spaghetti sauce. Hey,
somebody shit on the coats.
Guy to be knows.
Yes, he's hiding fucking packets of $100 bills and fucking spaghetti sauce.
It's just wild.
Yeah,
it's just wild. And it sounds like, I mean, again, haven't looked into it, but brother may be still out there and not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not behind bars or something. I don't know.
I know very little about this. I saw the trailer. I watched the trailer on my own before even realizing that you had it on here.
Yeah.
I was going back through, because I usually rewatch the trailers on my way here. Mm-hmm. And I was like, that's right. I was like, fuck, what is Funny Money? And so I clicked on it because I was like, oh, that's one I haven't watched yet. I need to make sure I watch that. And I clicked on it, and I'm like, oh, fuck, that's the Dane Cook one. Duh. I was like, I did watch this earlier in the week.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I know, nothing about it.
Well, it's going to make me want to research.
Yeah, seriously.
Next up, we got Ghost Soldier. This trailer, it looks just fucking wild. It kind of reminds me of Rambo Last Blood. But way updated. It's just a guy going after the man because they're trying to take some land from other guys, the little guy, and the action scenes in this look fucking wild. Just in the haystack, the hay hallway, just the dark, and then seeing the gunfight and everything. That was cool. We got the sniper shot
out of the water
yeah.
was cool. Yeah. And then the right after that was like the lightning flash, just the view of just like you see like the silhouette of him standing on the roof of that building was cool.
Just looks like a fun action film. Next talking point, we got Batista cast as Kratos for the upcoming God of War TV series. He's replacing Ryan Hurst, who had been previously casted, but he tore his pec, and they are not going to push back production on this show, and so Batista is filling that role as Kratos in God of War.
I was gonna say, I read he got hurt, and they're going to do a bunch of reshooting with Batista to redo all of Ryan Hurst's scenes, which is kind of a bummer for Ryan Hurst, because
it really is. Yeah,
I mean, he's a great actor.
Yeah,
and it's kind of how expendable you feel, I guess, at that point. Like, you get hurt.
Yeah, for sure.
You get hurt filming scenes for the show that they casted you and wanted you in, and you're doing it for them and this, and then you get hurt doing it, and they're just like, okay, well, we're not gonna halt our schedule, so fuck you, we're gonna just reshoot it with somebody else. Kind of fucked up, honestly.
It really is. Up. But also Batista, I think it feels like he could make a better Kratos. So I'm not taking away anything from Ryan Hurst. I just put two and two together.
They both fit, at least like when you look at the cartoon, not cartoon, I guess, but video game.
Yeah.
When you look at that animated image of Kratos, I could see either of them playing that role. I just think, yes, Batista already has that physique to play a fucking god of some form, right? Where I'm sure Ryan Hurst, but that's almost even worse. That means Ryan Hurst probably went through a shit ton of training to get his body, because he's never looked like that before in anything we've ever seen him in.
Hopefully he wasn't. I mean, I don't know how he injured his.
Remember the Titans? Yeah. Fucking Sons of Anarchy. Fucking Bates Motel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, he's been in a ton of stuff, and he has never looked jacked.
Yeah.
So that makes me feel like he probably busted his ass and to get in shape for that role too, and then he gets hurt and just gets kicked to the fucking curb.
Damn it, Amazon.
Fuck you, Batista. You fucking sellout.
Next up is Terminal List Season 2. I really enjoyed the first season, and I'm super excited for this. This is on Amazon Prime. Looks like it picks up right where it left off, where, Chris Pratt's character
was on the run.
He's on the run, but he's also dying, so he's without a care in the world, but now he looks like he can get his life somewhat back in this trailer. So I know there's plenty of books out with the character of that Chris Pratt's playing. So
that's cool. I didn't even know that. I guess I didn't realize when we talked about this originally when it was coming out that it was based on a book series.
Yeah.
Or I don't remember, at least.
Yeah,
no, it looks phenomenal. I love Chris Pratt as an actor, and I forgot about like what the beginning of the Terminal List was. Mm-hmm. And like what happened. But it's somewhat similar to Mercy.
Yeah, a little bit.
To an extent.
Yeah.
He's like framed for the murder of his family.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Just one uses AI to solve it, or
his own AI creation.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways.
But that's a
very
great
to a very base level of similarity.
And they're both Prime projects. Mercy was a Prime movie, and Terminal List is a Prime show. So, all right.
And Chris Pratt is a Prime actor.
Yeah.
Next up, you're welcome.
Look at you.
I know.
Proud of you moment.
I put the scary looking horror movie on here for once. And this looks fucking creepy as shit.
Yes, it does.
It's called Family. And that might be the most fucked up part about it. Is that it's called Family. And the trailer is seems to be turning into the farthest thing from it. So, yeah, I don't know. Ugh, creepy.
Yeah,
Really creepy.
I mean, the trailer is
Just the opening fucking shot of it, where it's just like a door slowly creeps open. It's just staring out into the darkness. It was like a Weapons vibe, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the mom is just like all of a sudden just out of like straight on with the camera, but it's just like all of a sudden she's just appearing and just like speed walking towards the house, and you're just like, I don't like it already. And then I had to watch the rest of it, and I knew I wasn't gonna like it.
uncomfortable music throughout, just whistling
That poor
going on.
daughter.
Just your family turning into some kind of monster or possessed, and
Yeah.
holy hell.
She fucked up by doing her little woo whistle thing with that wind fucking weird possessed
Birdcage thing.
thing. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck
don't.
it was.
I'm proud of you though. Putting a horror movie down. I've been trying to get out of my shell and not just putting horror, but you're filling in just fine for it. So
Well, I figured it was going to be weird if I saw this, and I was like, well, it's already on the agenda. And then I looked, I was like, oh my God, it's not on the agenda. Has Tim not seen this? Had you seen it yet?
No, I hadn't seen it yet.
Like, I just put it on earlier today too, so I was trying to make sure it was before the slides were made.
yeah. Well, yeah, no, it looks creepy, makes you feel uncomfortable. Those are the best kind of horror movies.
Right up your alley. So I thought you'd be proud.
Yeah. Well, speaking of horror, we got a Triple B memoriam, and this one's kind of just out of nowhere.
Yeah, this one's tough.
It's
not that any of them aren't.
Yeah, but it's just so young.
Yeah.
And just in projects I know you've seen her in things and like enjoyed it as well. But we lost Hayden Panettiere this week, and at age 36, that's just fucking wild. And
Yeah.
she was in Scream 4. She was in the show Heroes, Save the
She was
Cheerleader.
in Scream 7 or 6.
Yeah, she was in Scream 6. She was in Remember the Titans. Plenty of things she was in, but just so young to be gone.
Bring It On, All or Nothing.
Nashville.
Yeah. Heroes.
Just, you name it.
Yeah.
Great actress, and gone too soon. So
Yeah.
just wanted to pay respect. I even have Scream 4 VHS tape here in honor.
Hell yeah.
And we're going to give a little toast.
Yeah.
Cheers to you.
Cheers.
That brings us over to our special segment of the week. We got Small Screen Sampler. And what we got on this week is the show Lanterns on HBO Max. We're going to be talking about it. Maybe spoilers. So if you haven't watched the first episode yet, please tune out or come back and watch this segment a little bit later. But Ryan, what did you think of first episode of Lanterns?
It's all I've watched so far.
That's all there's out.
That's all that's out?
That's all that's out.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Well, not cool because I wanted to fucking go keep watching it. I really like it so far. I'm surprised that's all that's out. I feel like this has been out for a while.
I mean, it was talked about a lot.
So it just came out then this last week.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. I thought it's been out for a minute. So I was like, I felt like I'd been kind of putting it off.
I was gonna pick another show, but I saw the discourse that it presented on social media over the week for after the first episode, and I was like, well, we gotta watch that then.
Yeah. No, I'm happy. I'm happy you picked it. I really liked the first episode. I thought it was really good. I liked how I feel kind of confused at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm like, oh, it's interesting. I didn't expect that. So I feel like there's obviously the rest of, or at least the next few episodes. I feel like the next few episodes, at least, if not the whole season, is going to be full of a lot of like flashbacks and time jumping to an extent.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I felt like the beginning of it was a really good introduction to the characters, especially for someone that I know very little about DC Comics in general outside of Batman, and specifically the Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Like I've never paid attention to that character that much.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, so I mean, it's all just like new for me, but I really enjoyed watching this and learning about these characters and what's going on, and that kind of, I don't know, mentorship, but kind of also not
Apprehensive mentorship
of
kind
what's going on.
Yeah.
That relationship there is kind of a fun one to just navigate through while you're watching it.
Yeah.
And then that just like, what is going on in Nebraska?
Yeah.
Right? Like there's 3 different times they were like kind of called out there, and you're just like, what's happening? And then the ending was, at that same spot. And so you're just like, what happened here? Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Right. So, I don't know. I think first episode, I don't know what the online discourse was. I haven't read anything about it. Like I said, I didn't even, I thought it had been out for a while already. I didn't realize that it just came out. Just because I feel like we had done multiple trailers of it months ago.
Yeah, well, I mean,
At this point.
Yeah.
And so that's why I felt like it had already been out, and that I was just kind of putting it off because I was like, I don't know if I'm actually going to watch this or not. Like, I'm kind of wish-washy on the DC universe, especially the shows side of it to an extent. So I'm happy you put it on. I'm happy I watched it, and I'm looking forward to continue watching it. And the fact that was episode 1 and that just came out, which means this now gives me another show that I can watch as it is, episodically as it's dropping. So that's cool.
Yeah.
What about you?
I fully enjoyed it. I think it just pulls you in quickly, just, hey, here's Hal Jordan. This is Jon Stewart growing up as a kid, and then it just goes forward a decade and then another decade, and you get a mystery into it. You're in Nebraska trying to solve some murders, and alien life is in Nebraska, and to your point, what is going on in Nebraska? Exactly. And then you get the show end where you're just like, well, what the hell?
Didn't see that coming.
Didn't see that coming, but then I watched after the credits, it gives you the preview of what's to come, and I was just like, oh, okay. They're gonna they're gonna be coming back, and it's to your point, gonna be probably a flashback kind of scenario.
It feels like it's gonna be like the Nicole Kidman fucking show that we just watched.
Oh yeah. It's a name, right?
Scarpetta. How it's like 2 storylines happening in 2 different timelines, where it isn't just flashbacks. It's literally like you're watching a story play out in back then, in the flashback version, and then you're watching a storyline play out in the current version, but they're connected. Yeah, that's how it that was at least the sense I got just from the ending. Yeah. So how true that ends up playing out, I'm not sure, but based on what you just said, it kind of seems like that might be something kind of. Yeah, no,
I agree. I agree. It just has like a true detective feel to it, and the discourse, without trying to spoil anything, like the scene where the dad's shooting an apple off the kid's head.
You're like, what the fuck?
Like, that's some parenting for sure. That was part. that was part of the discourse, and then
that's a choice.
The end scene was part of the discourse, and just going, what the hell? Yeah. Like, so we'll see where that goes.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, we avoided spoiler.
We did. We did a pretty
did not
good job.
Give away anything.
We didn't give away anything.
Other than there's something that happens at the end, and an apple getting shot off a kid's head. So yeah. But no, very strong start to it. It definitely gets you invested in wanting more, and it's a weekly episodic show coming out on HBO Max. So I'm excited for the next one.
Bringing us to our Blockbusters question of the week this week, and I posed this. I changed it up a little bit. Different form of the media that we don't talk about nearly as frequently. I went into the music brand. I said, what is a song that has changed meanings to you over the years? And what I mean by that is, not just for you, like personally, like it has had different meanings, but like you thought it meant something when you heard it at one point, and then you found out maybe it meant something else, and then maybe it could have changed again, or maybe it's just changed once for you, whatever. But it's like you thought it meant something. Like my example is literally, I thought it meant something when I first heard the song. Mm-hmm. I was then informed inaccurately, apparently, that it meant something else in my adult years. And then literally like 4 days ago, my wife informed me of what the actual meaning of the song is. I was like, what the fuck?
Wow.
So,
Wow.
I just was curious what song that is with you, if there is one. But
I kept it in sort of a blockbuster because I heard the song not for the first time, but really started enjoying the song from a movie. And it's Every Breath You Take. And it was done by UB40 in 51st Dates.
Every breath you take.
And and what I took that song as is just a sweet romantic song and everything. And then if you just
Sounds like a stalker.
yeah, well, the song is by The Police, Sting.
Oh.
And the original, and he wrote that song. He explicitly wrote it about obsessive surveillance, jealousy, and possessiveness following a bad breakup. It is sung from the perspective of an unhinged stalker monitoring someone's every move. And so, I mean, if you really listen to the lyrics, I guess you get that. But
makes sense, yeah.
the way they portrayed the song in this movie, it was just like a sweet song.
Yeah.
And it like...
I feel like that's the way it's portrayed most of the times you hear it.
Yeah, I feel like you take it as a romantic song, but then you slow down and listen to it, and you look through it, what he wrote it as. That's what you get, is a stalkery song. So,
That's wild.
yeah. What about you?
Mine, I'm throwing back to the childhood a little bit, and it's Who Let the Dogs Out.
Okay.
And so the song
Hangover? Who Let the Dogs Out? See, you're keeping in the blockbuster realm.
So this has formed itself quite the renaissance in my household over this last week. Kind of accidentally on my own fault. I was upstairs with Lainey, and she's been into this. Let's play houses, because she has her loft bed, and so like up on the bed is one house. It's like a condo, you know, or an apartment building kind of houses. It's like the upstairs and then the downstairs. And she was like, okay, it's bedtime. You need to sing me a song. And it was like, 1:30 in the afternoon or something. And so because we actually sing to her at night. Yeah. And like Lindsay sings her own stuff. I sing my own stuff to her. And so like I wasn't going to sing the actual bedtime songs to her. So I literally just started singing, Who Let the Dogs Out? Because she's never heard that before. So I was just like kind of just being goofy. And she fucking loved it. She just like loved it. She was laughing. She absolutely loved it. And then she brought it back up to me at bedtime when she was going up with Lindsay. She's, Who Let the Dogs Out? She started singing it, and I started singing it again with her. And Lindsay was like, what the fuck was that? I was like, I just started randomly singing it earlier, and she loved it. Yeah. And then on our way to something, I don't remember what, on Wednesday on Wednesday we were driving out to the old house to get some work done. And on the way there, we put the song on because she had never heard the actual song, and now it's literally every time she gets in the car, I want Who Let the Dogs Out. So that's the backstory as to why this one came up the way it did, and that's what led to me and Lindsay talking about it, and her saying, she's like, she's like, isn't it weird that she's like, I'm pretty sure this song is talking about this, and I was like, no, I'm pretty sure it's talking about this, and then she looked it up and she was right, and I was like, fuck, that's the third damn meaning of this song that I've thought of. So, obviously, way back when it first came out, I was a kid. I thought it was literally just talking about who let the dogs out.
Yep.
Right? Like, Somebody let the dogs out. The music video is literally just wild dogs running through the streets of the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Right? Because the Baha Men. And so I just, innocently thought that's what it was talking about. As I got literally within like the last 5 years, I think, in my adult years, because how often do I actually fucking think of that song? It's not very often. And
I just think
outside of the
Zach
Hangover,
Galifianakis.
outside of just like random quotes, I'm not thinking of like the meaning of the song like
Yeah.
that in depth. It came up at work one day, and the guys at work said something about how it's about, which was an absolutely fucking terrible meaning, and a reason why I kind of like put the song off even further, because I was like, fuck, that's what it's talking about. That's terrible. They said that they thought the meaning of the song was that they're talking about who let like the ugly chicks out.
Oh.
Like they were like out partying,
The dogs.
yeah. And it was like there's a bunch of
What the F?
ugly females out and about, and I was like, that's fucking awful.
Actually, I think I've heard that too.
Yeah,
Like,
so I was like, that's terrible. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god. And then Lindsay, the actual meaning of the song is actually it's actually almost the exact opposite. It's way better than that. It is them like on behalf of women calling out dudes for like catcalling and just being like douchey
complete
gross
dogs.
pricks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what the song actually means. So I was just like, okay, that's way better. I feel 1,000 times better about the fact that I just randomly started singing that to our daughter. I was like, fuck. So, yeah.
All right.
Anyways.
Episode 116, man.
Yeah, dog. Cheers.
Let's fucking